It's a short hop for the Secretary of State's plane from the US to Cuba, but measured in years, this journey has taken over half a century to complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary of State.
John Kerry's arrival in Havana this morning marks a remarkable change.
My friends, we are gathered here today because our leaders, President Obama and President Castro, made a courageous decision to stop being the prisoners of history and to focus on the opportunities of today and tomorrow. This doesn't mean that we should or will forget the past. How could we, after all?
In 1961, 3 young Marines brought the flag down and had promised to return to see it raised again. Now old men, they were back.
Larry, Jim, and Mike, this is your cue to deliver on words that would make any diplomat proud, just as they would any member of the United States Marine Corps. Promise made, promise kept.
A fateful decision looms for Cuba and the United States.
When the embassy shut down, it was a time of indescribable tension. Cuban troops parading their Soviet weaponry in front of the US embassy. At the White House, patience had snapped.
There is a limit to what the United States in self-respect can endure. That limit has now been reached.
And there was almost a storming of the embassy by local people wanting to get American visas before the doors finally shut for good. Worse would follow when the world came to the edge of nuclear war during the Cuban Missile Crisis over the sighting of Soviet ballistic weapons on the island, just 90 miles from the Florida coast. Today, the only dominoes that are falling are the ones being played by the young men in the street, and the dreams of these children no different from their American counterparts. Finally, in the Caribbean heat, the last piece of Cold War history has melted away.